Hello everyone, welcome to Haley Moon Tarot. This is your um, energy update. So let's see what's coming in. The energy's coming in, what you need to know right now. What the viewers need to know, what's coming in. Yeah, I see courage. I do see a bit of a storm brewing. Someone building up their courage. I see someone embracing a new opportunity. See, things are, I feel it's an energy of things clearing up. You can see there's an egret here just standing there. And you can see they're looking out there. Things are becoming clear. So someone's just kind of being still. So it's an embracing, some kind of beginning here. Yeah. It's an energy of just being still, though. Yeah, it has to do with someone taking the lead. The leadership. Someone coming out of the cold, feeling brave, bold, and confident. But this is embracing this time here to just be still. It's all about gaining clarity and insight. Yeah, there it is. Standing still. Just be still. See, it's time for reflection. Yeah, purity. Things becoming clear, purity. But this is also an energy of innocence. Someone here may appear to be innocent, but not necessarily perfect. Two different blue eyes, right? Yeah. See, I see this card as somebody, it's about innocence, reflecting on a situation. But it's about just being still. Yeah. It's all about innocence, purity. Yeah, it's an energy of someone being open. See, there's the clarity. It's about openness, emotionally open, available. Just be still. I feel that's it is. This is embracing a little time here to gain clarity. You can see behind this egret, there's a reflection. And you can see leaving this something behind here, or just this time in between, and then being still and then facing the reflection. Okay, interesting the way those cards, I love this deck for that. There's a lot of insight here, but it's about clearing things up. The moon, clearing up illusion, confusion, being open. This is an emotional energy. Let's have a look at courage. Why is this here? Who's feeling courageous? So something about harmony and balance, justice. Justice is in your favor here, but it's about making a choice whether someone's right for you or not, or a situation. Let's have a look at this embracing. Yeah, end of a cycle, a whole new cycle. Yeah. Someone's letting go of something unhealthy. Unhealthy relationship. The devil. Some kind of obsession. But it's about letting it go. Embracing time in between. It's a healing energy, but it's about being still. Both of these, being still. Somebody here is going to take the lead. Yeah, letting something go. Someone here is definitely making a choice. See, someone here is not so innocent, the devil. See, it's about courage to leave something behind and make a choice here. It's all about reflecting on this, taking a look at it. Yeah, we have the Two of Vessels, Two of Cups. So this is a person taking the lead. It's about two people connecting on an emotional level, sharing your innermost selves, being open. Yeah, we've got someone here. Really be cautious of this. This is someone curious, wanting to know. But also be careful of somebody here who's obsessed. Someone here who doesn't tell you everything you need to know. They tell you what you want to hear. Okay, so just be cautious of that. But there is a curiosity. I feel like there's a choice here. Six of Pentacles. It's about somebody reaching out. Some of you are no longer talking to someone. I feel it's an unhealthy situation. Somebody who doesn't always tell the truth. They tell you what you want to hear. But I do see someone taking the lead. It's about two people connecting, sharing their innermost selves, having a conversation, seeing eye to eye. See, some of you, you don't see eye to eye with someone, because I feel like you got, and there is an energy of this, there's two sides to this. Someone who's curious, they want to learn, they want to know. This has to do with something being innocent, purity, someone's intentions. Someone's intentions being pure. One of them yes, one of them no. Yeah, some of you are no longer talking to someone, no longer giving. You're just being still. And we have someone who's going to reach out. Tell me about this purity. Yeah, so someone spending time alone, inner reflection. Someone's gaining some clarity here. But this is someone shining a light about this path that they were on. Spending time alone. See, it's all about spending time alone, not moving, not giving. It's about not reaching out to somebody here. If you have a person who didn't reciprocate, because it has to do with someone being the leader, taking the lead. Yeah, we got the Queen of Swords. So this is about doing your due diligence. This is about thinking. I feel like you're going to have to make a decision sometime in the future here. But it's all about clarity, openness. It has to do with someone's intentions. So I see spending time alone, thinking. But it's all about clearing things out. I feel there's someone here who's just not right for you. They don't come in right. Okay? They're going to tell you what you want to hear, but then you have this other energy. You've got a choice. Somebody who's curious. Yeah. Can I say it's about innocence, someone's intentions being pure, honest, integrity. Yeah. It has to do with someone feeling confident. See, this is a person who lacks confidence. They don't really tell you much about themselves, but it's about curiosity. Someone's intentions are pure, somebody's not so much. So there's a very unhealthy energy. Someone who could be a little bit obsessed here. But I feel it's where you make a decision, cutting someone out, seeing the truth, making a decision, no longer talking or giving to someone. Yeah, truth, integrity, someone's intentions are pure. Yeah, interesting. It's all about this courage. See, it's about both people having the courage to do the right thing. Someone here maybe lacked confidence, because there's two. Someone lacking the confidence to say too much, but they're curious. Yeah, something being learned here. This is about learning. And this is about not talking to someone. Anyone who doesn't reciprocate, it's about making a decision. It has to do with the person who has confidence. Yeah, look at that, the Empress, the start of something new, being open to new. It all has to do with doing your due diligence, learning, making sure. This is the Empress. The Empress isn't a pushover. If someone doesn't reciprocate, then fine, you make that decision. I just feel like there's someone here who's really unhealthy, obsessed, but it's like they don't want to connect on the emotional level. It's definitely someone who doesn't come in right, or they're not fair. They don't treat you right. So this is why I feel justice is in your favor, because I see this energy of new. The Empress is the birth of something new, being open, going down a different path. See, choosing a different path. This is all about someone's intentions, their integrity. Yeah, it could be something innocent here where this person was curious, but it's about taking the lead. Who's taking the lead? The Empress is open. The Empress is being still, not reaching out, not giving. They have to be, whoever this one person is, they need to reach out to you. But I do see this, I do get this vibe of out with the old. Yeah. Yeah. Putting something behind. Yeah. Feeling beat up, putting something behind. See, when you're just about ready to put something behind, I feel there's somebody here who's going to come in and tell you what you want to hear. One of these people is innocent, pure, good intention. See, the Empress has good intentions too. So it could be someone looking at you this way if you are the feminine. Like I say, but if you're the masculine, this is someone who's not moving. This is someone keeping their options open. This is someone who's clear. Yeah. Like I say, putting something behind, someone who's felt like giving up. And then you get this person coming in. So one of these people's intentions are not pure. Yeah, see, there's been hurt and heartache. Fool me once, twice, three times, whatever the situation, there's been hurt. Someone's being left behind. Two people are going to come together here. Someone's being left out and being left behind. Yeah. There's been some hurt here. But this is the Empress facing this, being bold. It has to do with intentions. Yeah. There's been some hurt here. Possible third party. Like I say, fool me once, twice. Someone who doesn't tell you everything. I do see with the Empress keeping your options open. I feel it's cutting someone out because they're not reliable, feeling beat up, giving up, being open to new. Yeah, that's it. I feel like you've dealt with somebody who wasn't open. They weren't honest. Tell me about the Two of Vessels. Yeah, see, Two of Stones. Procrastinating, weighing the pros and the cons of a situation. Somebody was juggling, not telling you the truth. Yeah. But I feel the Empress is also weighing the pros and the cons of a situation. There's been hurt. Tell me about the Empress. Yeah, this is someone confident. See, bold. This is someone changing their focus, putting something behind, focuses on something new, but looking at this. Yeah, someone's being left behind. It's a person who's not open. They're not honest. That's what it is. Yeah. There we have it. There's the change. See, this is the Empress. It's time for change. It's about moving on, leaving someone behind, leaving this hurt and heartache behind, whatever happened here. Tell me about that Page of Blades. Page of Swords, yeah, Six of Swords. Time in between. See, embracing time in between, things calming down. It's a healing energy. It's taking the lessons learned, learning to weigh the pros and the cons of a situation. But if you have somebody here who's juggling, like I say, it's just an unhealthy situation. It's about moving away, avoiding a disaster, and weighing the pros and the cons. I feel some of you are putting something behind here, focused on something new, changing new. Something here changed you forever, but I feel this energy of moving on. But it looks as though some of you have moved on and somebody may be trying to come back around. Yeah, someone trying to come back around. But I feel like you're going to be bold and brave and confident. You know what you want. You're not settling. Yeah. Nine of Blades. See, this is somebody who has regrets. If you go for this, you may have regret here. Nine of Blades. Regret, stress, anxiety, remorse, whatever it may be. Somebody's intentions weren't pure. If you take a risk with this person, if you go for it, like I say, it's a being hurt again. So it's an energy of moving on. Yeah, it looks like someone has regrets here. Somebody has regrets. Coming back around, but I feel like you're moving on because I feel like you're coming together with somebody else. You're going to make a choice here. The Queen of Swords is making a choice, a decision. Yeah, see, manifesting something new. This is someone mastering all the elements of the Empress. You have everything you need to manifest your desire. So it's an energy of watch out for that person who comes in. See, one of these people's manipulative. I really feel their intentions are not pure. And I feel like you're going to see this. It's somebody who's already hurt you several times, I feel, for some of you. But again, leaving this behind, moving on. You're manifesting something new. Yeah. Manifesting something new. Look at that. See, this is someone who's waiting, but it's about reflecting on this energy. See, reflecting on the past. Someone's looking at that. One last look over the shoulder, leaving this behind. Yeah, leaving the heartache behind. Some of you maybe waited, patiently waiting, but this is about expanding your horizons. There's a situation coming to fruition, and I feel what's coming to fruition is leaving it behind. Yeah, thanks but no thanks, the Empress. See, fool me once, twice, 3 times. You're going to reflect on the lessons you've learned. You're wiser. Some of you have been hurt. Your sword's up. So you're protecting yourself. You're not giving to someone. But you have, I feel, another person here. Yeah. Yeah, I see walking away. It's no longer, see, it's not emotionally fulfilling. Someone who won't connect on an emotional level, which tells me they're kind of not interested here. Yeah, tell me about the Three of Blades. Yeah, see, Eight of Stones. Someone who doesn't put in any effort. Someone who doesn't put in a lot of effort here. So I see it's not emotionally fulfilling. I definitely see the energy of the moon, someone doing inner work while you're waiting, doing inner work, focusing on work, just changing your focus. It's telling you to change your focus. Because I feel if you let this person back in, someone who's coming back around, I feel the same thing will happen. Just end up walking away. So it's wasting time. That's why I feel leaving it behind. And I do feel, like I say, putting in effort. Somebody who puts in effort. Who's putting in the effort? I want to see who these people, whoever they are, they're a leader. They're a natural born leader. Taking a leap of faith, right? This person's going for it here. Yeah, they're feeling very enthusiastic. They're looking at the situation. Here's the communication. Some of you, like I say, there's multiple things happening, a couple people reaching out, but I feel as though, like I say, it's about regretting. Tell me about the Eight of Stones. Yeah, this is someone who's decisive, taking action. Somebody here is coming in. There's going to be communication. But I feel, like I say, making a decision. You're going to cut one of these people out because I feel like you're not going to talk to them. You're not reciprocating thanks but no thanks. You're not interested. It's like move along now. Because something here changed you forever. This is what happens with the Empress, right? The Empress has changed because the Empress has healed. The Empress has learned not to be a pushover. It's about questioning things, being discerning. But it's all about this decision to walk away. Yeah, see, there's an energy of 3. See, it's an energy of lack of compatibility, lack of cooperation, compromise. Somebody who never wants to spend time or do anything together. See, things are calming down. Lessons being learned. You're going to apply it to this. Very nice energy, because this is about connecting with someone who's more compatible, someone who wants to build. They put in effort. Somebody here wants to spend time with you. See, during this time too, some of you may have connected with someone, you may already have, and you're weighing the pros and the cons. But I do feel there's some sort of time out or time in between with somebody who's actually juggling other people. Yeah. There's going to be regret, but it's telling you to reflect on this, to look before you leap, or you could regret this if you let this other person come back in. Yeah, you can see deception, dishonesty, mind games, manipulation. It's about looking at that and asking yourself if you could trust this person. I don't know if you could ever trust this person, because I'm seeing the Five of Swords here. Somebody who, I mean, it's just an energy of deception, dishonesty, someone who doesn't speak the truth. See, one of these people doesn't have good intentions, and one of them does. So, or someone's seeing you this way. But like that Five of Swords is, I mean, there's definitely a person with lack of clarity. I feel it's just a person who plays games. They manipulate. They come in to tell you what you want to hear. They're obsessed with you. They're crazy about you. But like I say, if you take a chance with this person, I feel like it's just going to end up the same. It's about going down a new path. See, it's someone who never wants to spend time with you. And they're deceptive, like, yeah, someone's intentions. But I actually feel with the world you can flip this, where actually someone thinking the Empress is in that energy, the feminine. But this is an Empress, so definitely healing and overcoming. Yeah, I see a house, a home, spending time together. Someone's spending a lot of time at home, spending a lot of time alone. definitely healing. So the Empress is in that healing energy. But the Four of Wands is about a house, a home, someone's financial foundation. But it's getting together, doing things together. Somebody wants to get together. They want to spend some time with you. They're decisive. They're taking action. Yeah, you've got an Emperor here. Someone here who's an Emperor. It's a person thinking things through. I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone who doesn't trust the Empress. It could go either way. The world is here. But it's, you know, it's like the table's turning. There's change coming. Just be careful of anyone who will never change. But I do see some of you have been hurt and it's changed you forever. Could be the Emperor too, because it's both people here sharing this energy. But it's about spending time together, doing things together. Be careful of anyone who just wants to get you alone, where they don't want to go out publicly, like everything's a secret energy, because the person coming in is open, honest, they have integrity. See, this is an energy of change. So this is something beautiful. It's a whole new chapter here. Yeah, I feel some of you are just moving on from someone and you're pretty much over it, and in comes this person. But it's an Emperor. This is someone going to make something happen here. Yeah, look at that. Queen of Vessels. Someone who's kind, compassionate, cares, emotionally mature, available. So someone looking to see if someone's available, open. Emotionally available too. Wow. Tell me about the Emperor. Who is this person? You know, they're offering you the cup. They're going to offer you this cup. Or did you take a leap of faith and offer them the cup? Maybe they weren't trusting it. Yeah, it's about leader. But, yeah, I feel like this is someone here who's a natural born leader. They're taking the lead. Now, it could be someone comparing you to another situation. But this is someone who's kind, compassionate, caring. The cup overflow with emotion. Emperors often don't show a lot of emotion, but it is someone who chooses their battles and thinks things through. So this is someone kind of in a hurry here. It's someone who doesn't want to miss this opportunity. This is someone who doesn't want someone to get away. Yeah. Who is the other person? The other person is, like I say, it could be someone at a distance or somebody who's avoiding you. And then all of a sudden this person decides to come in. But I feel like you're going to make the right choice. I see this feminine turning their back on someone. No thanks, but no thanks, not interested. I feel like you're going to be wise. You've learned here, I feel. I feel it's really, and it could be both people learning, knowing when to avoid a disaster. It's definitely been this time out, healing energy. But it's about being still. Let this masculine be the one to come in. Yeah, this is something that's been learned here. But it's whether someone's open and available too. Tell me about this Ace of Vessels with this Emperor. Yeah, this person's cup runneth over. This is someone who wants love. They want to connect on an emotional level. They're emotionally ready. So it could be them leaving someone behind, time apart, taking lessons learned. But I feel like it's both people. It's like, I mean, there's definitely Five of Swords energy, deception, dishonesty. See, someone here is stress and anxiety. Someone here is definitely, this could be the other person actually. There's definitely three energies of three feminines here. But it's about emotional maturity. Yeah. But again, the Empress is someone who knows what they want. They're not afraid to go for it. But it's also someone here who is being wise, trusting the lessons they've learned, not reaching out. If you reach out to someone and they don't reciprocate, that could be a lesson you've learned, not to talk to this person or reach out. Because there is an energy of this King of Vessels coming in here. Yeah, see, making a choice, a life path choice decision between two. Choices have consequences. You could cross paths with this person too. Like I say, it's about being able to trust It's about being able to trust again, I feel too, giving up on love, being able to trust. And that's why I feel some of you, both of you may have been deceived before. It may have nothing to do with the two of you. I kind of get that vibe, but that Two of Stones tells me some of you have a person who's been juggling, can't make up their mind. This is someone who makes up someone's mind. They put it behind. See, there's the Nine of Wands. And then this choice, the one making a choice, 10 of Wands, letting it go. I don't think you're going to let this, anyone who comes back in who didn't reciprocate or didn't respond when you reached out, that's where I feel the decision, justice. Justice is in your favor, though. I see harmony. And I do see taking a break, time in between, taking time to heal. And now you're crossing paths with someone. Look at that. Yeah, some of you took your power back from someone here. But this is also an Emperor. Look at that, connected to the Chariot as well. Determined to succeed. They're taking the lead. Some of you are definitely leaving someone behind. Wow. Yeah, there's been definitely a healing. See that time out, healing, clearing things up, clearing things out. There's been a break, and this is a healing energy. But I also see some of you pinned down by your thoughts a little bit here with that Queen of Swords. Yeah, but it's all about clarity. It's about being emotionally open, two people connecting on emotional level, maturity. Yeah, yeah, and now we have the King of Swords. So this is someone who may have been through something similar. Like I say, the tables turn here, or there's just two stories here. But this is someone who's also very wise, learned their lessons, they're discerning. See, this is someone who, it's about, I feel, learning to trust again, to be able to trust love. Because I feel there's two people who have need, the last thing I feel to become an Emperor and Empress here is to being able to trust. This is definitely someone who's been manipulated before. They're not having it. See, it has to do with intentions, integrity, being pure. Yeah, someone here speaking truth. Two people speaking truth. We got feelings here, but this is about this beautiful connection. Yeah, wow. Yeah, some of you definitely, like I say, turning your back on someone here. But this is nice too. Look at that. This is two people checking each other out, crossing paths. Doing your due diligence, learning. See, it's about trust, being able to trust. Two people with trust issues. So this is about taking a little moment. There's going to be illumination. Look at putting the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. So I love that level of maturity, but it's introspection. Yeah. You look at that emotional fulfillment, putting all the cards on the table, the cups on the table, and talking, having a conversation. There's definitely been procrastination, but yeah, there's definitely some of you both dealt with someone who's juggled. There's been deception, heartache, but it's about leaving it. You're both leaving something behind here. Interesting energy. But yeah, this is about connecting on the emotional level. It almost looks like the feminine reached out and offered this person, because it is the Queen of Wands. Somebody who's bold. They'll take a, they're curious. Maybe you're curious about someone. You're interested. You want to get to know them. It could be where they didn't trust it, but now the tables are turning because now this person's coming in. But can you trust it? I do see truth and integrity, honesty, purity, clarity. There's possibly something that needs to be cleared up. Tell me about the King of Blades. Could be just who you're dealing with too. Yeah, Seven of Cups. So there's opportunity. Someone who knows a good thing when they see it. They see opportunity, crossing paths. See, but again, there it is. It's about choosing one. Someone may have been, a choice between two, comparing one to the other, but this is often where nothing compares. Because it's the Seven of Cups. This is someone who knows a good thing when they see it. There's a spark, attraction, two people checking each other out. So you may just cross paths with this person. But it's all about truth and integrity, doing your due diligence, and just like being honest. Yeah, this is definitely Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands. It's almost like both people making a choice, a life path choice, leaving something behind with that Ten of Wands, letting go of baggage. Some of you have somebody here, I feel, maybe wasn't loyal, or someone who doesn't follow through and you've given up. But it's like this person too. It's like two people who've just given up because of trust, not being able to trust. Yeah, look at Temperance. So this is a little test. I feel like you're both being tested here. But it's about taking a little step back, looking at things from a different perspective. Trying something different, see a different type. But it's about being calm and patient. I feel like you're both being tested, but it's about being able to trust. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's difficult with trust issues, but this is what I feel that a lot of this is. It's about a test. Both of you. It's a test. It's about making a choice and going down this path. Two people crossing paths, or two people coming together, going down this path. Maybe you're going to spend some time together, and that's what I kind of feel. Spend some time together, getting to know each other instead of rushing into a situation. But I definitely see someone walking away. Someone's tired of waiting for someone, manifesting something new. See, spending time with someone. If you have someone you're always waiting and you never do anything together, you never spend time together, that's what's being left behind. So it's about two people going down this path together, cooperating, compromising, building each other up, and spending time learning about each other. Yeah, I do see a house, a home, spending time maybe alone. Be very careful of anyone who just wants, and this could be too, where some of you have dealt with someone who just always wants to come to your home. They just want to be with you. They just be careful of that energy of this, someone who comes back around. Okay, someone who just wants to be with you. They don't want to go anywhere or do anything. So really watch that. But yeah, this is about a reason to celebrate, spending time. Yeah. Definitely putting the shoe on the other foot, but just checking things out. A little aha moment, okay? There's going to be a little aha moment. But look at that, emotional fulfillment, happy. So this is, it doesn't mean spending time at someone's home, but I do see stability, a house and a home. So there's a little test here. It's about going down this path together. So I'm wishing you the very best here. Sorry this was so long. It was kind of confusing because it has a lot to do with that purity and the courage, the confidence to make a choice. Because I feel like you're going to be tested. You, masculine and feminine, this is a test to see if you're compatible, if you get along. But yeah, I think you're being tested by someone trying to come back around as well. But it's about choosing a whole new path. Someone here just isn't right for someone. That's why I feel it's about avoiding someone here. Embracing new opportunities that come your way instead of waiting and wasting time. And that's what I feel a lot of this is. Yeah, if you've dealt with someone who never wants to spend time with you, they never want to do anything, and you're always waiting, that's where I feel. Masculine or feminine, two people going to connect. Definitely emotional maturity here. So interesting. Take care. Bye for now.